Before we start, I know that you have heard all these names: KLIF, OLIF, EndoLIF, transfacet, the TLIF. I just want to say I use the word OLLIF or transcambin OLIF because these are truly different surgeries. The EndoLIF or KLIF is fully endoscopic, one C-arm, no neuromonitoring necessary. Transcambin OLIF is double C-arm, tube-based, no direct visualization, neuromonitoring, and even though they both go through transcambin approach, they have different performance. Today I'm going to talk about transcambin OLIF, not KLIF. So let's start jumping into that. Every additional half an hour on the anesthesia adds 17% to the combined risk of the surgery. This is a meta-analysis of almost 400,000 patients. So surgeries under 2 hours in one group, surgeries over 2 hours in another group, you're doubling the complication associated with the surgery. This surgery here is an ALIF, and ALIF is a beautiful surgery. But this surgeon needs 9 and 6 hours to do a 2-level ALIF. You understand the risk profile is going to be different. In the same day, I perform indirect decompression, and the time of the surgery is under 1 hour. So what I'm getting here is that slide that Dr. Mayur Kardal put up there really summarize it. First of all, what you are good at, and but secondly as well, the situation. And if you are doing an ALIF in 8 hours, you are taking all the advantage of ALIF away. So this is another TLIF. This is a major institution in the United States. One level TLIF, 7 hours, 10:30 to 17:30. If that is the price of doing direct decompression, even if patient needs that, you're putting the patient at tremendous additional risk. And I'm not going to go through this slide, but in all available surgeries that we know of, the risk of the surgery increases with the duration of the surgery and BMI. But in the transcambin OLIF, I'm not talking about KLIF, we have shown that literally with using indirect decompression, we can perform this absolutely the same. So I'm not going through this slide because you have seen that, and we are not going to talk about that. Obviously, we are going to be a muscle sparing, and but again, coming back to the technique, we talked about that transcambin OLIF is a little distinct from KLIF. Now, we published this paper, and I think this summarizes it quite well, that how this and this are different. As a matter of fact, we found that the best way to measure that is the interpedicular distance, which correlates with interdistal distance, meaning that once you add about 3 millimeters to interdiscal space, you're adding the same amount to interpedicular space, and that in average person doubles the area of the lateral recess and foramen. For all practical purposes, for the majority of the patient, that gives all the symptom relief of the decompression without doing direct decompression. And for that reason, I don't call it anymore indirect decompression. I call it physiologic decompression with anatomic restoration. Now, I'm hoping that we can see in this video how this really works. Now, even in the most collapsed disc, we are able to enter the disc with a K-wire. Here, I'm putting a Jamshidi, get the bone marrow out. And then here, with the neuromonitoring at 3 milliamp, once I'm coming triangle, I go to 4 milliamp. You see the K-wire going, and here is the action. You see how the dilator and later the cage truly opens up this space, and literally here we go from a disc that's completely collapsed to a disc that the diameter of that tube is 1 centimeter, 10 millimeter. So, and we go from practically 3 millimeter disc base, 3 to 4 millimeter disc base to 10 millimeter. And I can tell you, and based on the study that we have done and published, this is extremely effective for patients who have symptoms of radiculopathy and claudication except if the patient in sitting position or distressing the spine position, like when patient lays down and sit down, if in rest they still have symptoms, then they are probably more likely going to need a direct decompression. If a patient sits down or lay down and symptoms go away, we can restore their anatomy to that position even when they stand up. And our study shows that is extremely effective. Now, here you see the difference in the thing, in the lateral recess and foramen. And I think one of the most important things for me is, if I ever have to go back, this is a pristine tissue. This is for me an important factor why as well patient improve so much faster. Why my patient go home 2 hours after the surgery, and a week after the surgery, they're ready to go back to work. Here on this side, you see a TLIF, 2-level TLIF. 1 year later, a 1-level OLIF. Patient had an accident, I had to take a patient back. You all know where we do open surgery, it's all scar, avascular scar, and in OLIF or muscle sparing, pristine tissue. Thank you very much.